How did you become a serial entrepreneur by accident?
The one terrible thing about the global education system, especially the US education system, is they are trying to create drones for large organizations. So by the time you end up with your grad school degree or undergrad degree, people only think there's two kinds of jobs in the world, McKinsey or Goldman Sachs. Now, it could have different names, but those are the only two jobs, when that is really, really far from the truth. And if you want to instill a culture of entrepreneurship and risk-taking, failure has to be rewarded. You have to try new things, and you have to keep trying new things, and sometimes you have to be too dumb and stupid to die, right? Because everyone will tell you there's a better widget, someone else has done it. And if that was the case, there was always a taxi. Why would there be Uber? There was always a hotel room. Why would there be Airbnb? So that logic doesn't work, but that's not the logic they teach you in school. Anyway, I had a friend of mine, and we started discussing exactly this. He was a successful entrepreneur, and he said, look, we build a company a year. Is there a way you can harness innovation and do 6 companies a year? I was very young and naive. I said, yes, this seems like a very easy problem to solve. I wrote a paper, and I said, here's the solution. Then we went to work on the solution. And we realized it wasn't that simple, because first we thought it was people. So why not build a back office operation in the US and India that any idea you had could leverage it? And this is, I'm speaking early 90s. There was no real major IT presence in India either. That didn't go well. Our entrepreneurs wanted to own everything. They didn't trust anyone who was not in their organization. We went through a couple of iterations, and then we realized, you know what? As long as you have $10 million of revenue, it makes you viable. So what we need is to find a global partner that has such a diverse range of businesses that no matter what product you create, they could help you get traction to 10 million of revenue. And that's where Cambridge Sampson Partners was born, which was a 50-50 joint venture between our group, Cambridge, and the chairman of Samsung, which also had its challenges, because this was at the height of what they called the IMF crisis, even though it was a homegrown Korean crisis. And at the same time, here was this large organization, and here was this young, nimble organization trying to figure out entrepreneurship. To try and marry the two was very challenging, to be diplomatic about it.